Knock knock.
Who's there?
Hello.
Hello?
You know who it is. It's OG Blue Rag. Who is this
And
I'm talking to?
OG Miss C, no Danny girl in the hizzo.
For Shizzle. What's going on, Miss Lady? How you been doing?
Hey, I'm doing fine. So, I hear you want to talk about respect.
Oh, of course, we gotta talk about respect. But first, I want to say, top of the new year to you. We at the very top, right before it hit 12 midnight, so that it'll be a new day. So we had to get it in today. I was just, saying, what's up with this is Raw Talk One. I just wanted to figure out a few things that's going on. Yeah, we're gonna talk about respect, but it's a word that comes with respect. What's your respectolution? See, it's different. Not a resolution, but your respectolution is what I wanted to ask the people. This is an open panel discussion for anybody to come on up in here and holler out at us, talk with us, chime in with us. We're gonna be on here for a little while, not too long, just to open up some dialogue. You know what I'm saying? It's going down right now. Come on up in here. This is Banging on Wax podcast. It's the first of its kind. It's the Ross on YouTube streets right now. We just getting started. So we need everybody to start hitting that like button, hitting that subscribe button, and share this with 2 or 3 people that you know, because it's going up in 22. We turning up the volume on respect. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna yell loud about this respect thing that's supposed to be going down in 22. There's too much going on in the world. But yeah, so again, Miss C Note, it's very, 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 very good to hear your voice. Ain't heard it in a little while, maybe about a couple months or so.
It's
It's
good.
good to hear your voice though.
And it's good to hear yours as well.
Exactly. You been working on any new projects?
Working on some new music as usual and working on a song with you. Uh, the song that you shot to me and wanted me to finish up. Working on
Okay,
that
beautiful.
song.
That sounds good. I can't wait to hear when you get it all together. It ain't no rush, but we gonna get it to the people, and I think they gonna love what we coming with nowadays. Because it ain't about killing our next fellow man. You know what I mean? It's about uplifting and uh,
Most
bringing some
definitely.
motivation and inspiration to the whole scene. You know what I'm saying? And change the dynamic that's going on in hip hop right now. You feel me?
Yes, it's time. Most definitely change. Time to change the narrative.
Oh, of course, most definitely. It's got to be changed because there's too much going on. I mean, in the last couple years, within the last 20, 21, probably maybe 400, young rappers trying to get in the game lost their life at an early age, way too soon, and I think that's a call for us to turn up the volume on this peace, love, and respect. You know what I'm saying, and try to show them a different way.
Most
That's what's going
definitely.
on right now. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
hmm Yes, it's just that time. It's been roughly about what 27, 28, almost 30 years since we did that project.
Yeah.
So a lot
Well,
of time.
one thing we're gonna have to make clear, moving forward, later on this year, is I don't think people understand or realize the unity behind the album and what it actually was meant to do. I
And
think they just
represent.
hear, yeah, I think they just hear the lyrics and just figure it's battle rapping or just being
Well,
plain
no,
disrespectful, but that wasn't the case.
that was never the intentions of that project. That project was more for, to show the world. I mean, like we made history. It's one of the most iconic, you understand me, prolific records that ever hit the market in that era, in that time. A lot of people don't talk about it, but yeah, That was one of the records that showed the world that two of the rawest elements of the streets can come together and make peace and do it in a way that we can make money together and not hurt each other in real life, because we came from that, and we bring our street mentality and all of that into our lyrics only to, you know what I'm saying, show our talent. We wasn't gonna stay in that mindset. We were supposed to be able to, you know what I'm saying, keep developing and growing and doing other types of music. That was just to get us in the door, because that was the era at that time. But because of the lapse in time, so many people then got a hold to that record all over the world. Young brothers who think that was the way of life took it and used it in the wrong capacity. And we
Yeah.
got to change that narrative, like you said earlier when we first came on. That's the main thing. Change the narrative. Let them know what's really going on and why we really did that project. You know, we saved lives for a lot of years, but of course, you know, you got the negative stuff that happens in between that cause more rift, more, you know, destruction, more harm, more hurt, more lives being took, you know, along with everything else, like the police taking lives of young black brothers out here on the streets that might be involved in gangs and whatnot. You know what I'm saying? So we have to, you know, try to give them a better perspective and a better outlook on the way to look at this coming into this new era of 2022. It ain't gonna be the same. Everything is changing. They doing a reset on the world, and if young brothers don't realize that, they need to start waking up and realizing that right now, because when they do wake up and realize, a lot of things is gonna bend and change, and they ain't gonna even know when it happened, because they not looking at, you know, the future. They looking at the right now, the present moment. Mm. Living for a quick gratification, and you got to think future right now, especially if they got kids and, you know, got families and people who want to, you know what I'm saying, see them with their rap careers, you know, be successful and live out their success and see, you know, how big they can get in the business. These dudes is getting a little fame and they dying right out, and that's, you know, that
Y-
wasn't the whole purpose of the why we did that Bloods and Crips banging on wax. It was to show brothers that we can do something different. We can come together. We can unify. We can bring peace to our communities. We can, you know, police our own communities and not hurt one another in our own communities. We can work together to make money together so everybody can eat. It's enough money out here for everybody. Trust and believe that. Trust and believe that. Um,
And but how do we get to the youth? Because a lot of times the youth think, "Oh, you're older, you don't know what you're talking about."
where the youth got to recognize and realize and learn real fast and put on their real thinking caps. You know what I'm saying, and see what's going on around them. They can see what's happening. You know, what's the lifespan of one of their favorite artists right now? You know what I'm saying? How long did you get to, enjoy his music while he was here? A year, two, maybe three, if that, and then they gone. Now no more. Now all you got is a memory, but you can't go to their live concerts no more. You know what I'm saying? I don't
And
know.
it's
The
crazy.
youth.
It's
What I say is the youth gotta pretty much just put on their thinking caps, like I said, but more so than anything, uh believe in self and start changing their mindset and not looking up to these artists as idols or as role models, so to speak. You know, if it's a negative message in the music, you feel me? If
yeah,
it
but
ain't a positive message in the sense that it's gonna help edify, you know, build up, you know what I'm saying, motivate, inspire you to do something that's gonna be, you know, conducive to making sure everybody, you know what I'm saying, can use or work with a situation or a business or whatever it may be, that everybody can use it to the benefit of greatness. You know what I mean?
Yes.
But the youth, it's gonna take pretty much you know the artist that's coming out changing that tone of music. You know what I'm saying? Those type of songs can be on the album, but put out the songs that's gonna transcend change. That's gonna make something happen different than a young brother picking up these types of guns that they yell out. I don't want to say it on here because I ain't saying that they gonna block us or anything like that, because that's just the norm. I'm just trying to alleviate using the type of terminology that's gonna continue to you know imprint that on someone's subconscious mind. You know what I mean? We just got to be different with it. We got to show a different way of analyzing what's being said in these records. You know what I mean? And yeah, we talked about song that we talking about doing. We gonna do that song, and once we get a chance to release it, we gonna release it right here on Banging on Wax podcast, so they can see the work that we doing. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
still grinding for the community. We ain't stopped. It's been a long time. You ain't heard from us in a while. You here and there maybe. Nobody really got the real story. We still gonna tell our story. You know what I mean? Y'all got some of the real story from some of the, artists that was on the project, some of the legends that's passed on. Rest in peace, Red Rum, A
Tweety
Wall,
Bird
and all.
Low,
Yeah, everybody that's gone.
Bloody
Everybody that's
Mary,
Bloody Mary.
Cluso. Can't
Everybody.
forget
Yeah.
Cluso.
Clue. It's a lot of people that's gone from that project, y'all. And
And
even
some
though it's
and
locked
some
up, it
and
probably won't
from
be
what
getting out.
and
Shouts
from,
out to them too.
and the ones in jail.
Yeah, I just said, yeah, ones
Oh,
in jail. Shouts out to them, and get out soon, or however you say, free them, free them. It's a lot of them. There's so many that came through that pipeline 8 years ago. Huh, that's a long time ago, almost 30 years. Wow. So you can imagine, you know what I'm saying, all that we went through, lives being lost, brothers getting locked away and never being able to be seen again, and all the negative stuff that come behind all that stuff. When we was only doing it to show a positive, unique way of coming together to do music and not be beefing in the streets, because we can make money together on music. Turning blue and red into green. Turning opportunity into a career. You know what I mean? And a few brothers done that. You know what I'm saying? Um, Shouts out to Big Y. You know what I'm saying? Still in the game, still putting out good music. You know what I'm saying?
yes.
He's definitely transcending, keeping that positive, movement going, far as the peace. And he understand what's going on, but he's still street, he's still gangster. So he gotta still live that lane, you know what I'm saying? Live that life. I know, because we still out here, we still grinding, we still in the world. It ain't changed. But it's the world that gotta change around everybody. See, everybody be in their own world, and what's uh, involved around their world really got to change within them so their world can change around them. Starting, you know, putting themselves with people that's, more business minded. They got a job, they got things going on for themselves that's not, want to just go to the party, hang out, and, get high, smoke, drink, do whatever, you know,
Yeah.
whether,
Yeah, because toxic behaviors, it's like poison. For some reason, a lot of people are attractive to toxic behavior, and they just
yeah, yeah.
and I. Well, go ahead.
No, go ahead. I was just saying it's the glitz, the glam, the glory, the fast, paced life, the right now, and it is very toxic because you can get addicted to it just like anything else.
Yeah, because I remember, the back in the day, people from other neighborhoods come. get addicted to that lifestyle. I want to be a part of that lifestyle. That's why I don't understand why somebody will wait to get rich and then want to claim a gang. Makes absolutely no sense to me.
That's backwards from the way we did it. That's what I'm saying. What
Yeah.
we was doing was reversing psychology. They thought it couldn't be done, and we made it happen. We changed the world. We bring a lot of people together. There's so many Bloods and Crips that connected all over the world that can go hang with each other, make money together. Whether what they say is real recognize real, and that's what we was able to really put out there in the world. We was real individuals from that culture of life that came together and said, "Man, we gonna stop this killing each other." You know what I'm saying? We gonna come together. We gonna unify. We gonna show the world we could do this, and that's exactly what we did. We made history. Like I say, it was world renowned. It's iconic. You got people all over the internet, very random or very seldom, talk about it. But you got brother, it has been in some top celebrities' mouths. You know what I mean? Yeah, because they remember that project. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that was a project that meant a lot to the world at that time. Because of course, we was going through a whole lot with the riots and everything. You know what I'm saying? Right after the '92 riots, then that album come out. And during the rides, Bloods and Crips was together because we was all riding and running in the same stores, and you know what I'm saying, going to everybody's hood. You know, you know. Oh yeah, it was big. I remember that shit like it was yesterday. You know what I mean? You had news people all over the place, all in everybody's hoods, taking pictures, filming, doing all kind of documentary work. Yeah, that was a big time in life, after the Rodney King beating. And they started burning down everything. LA went into a chaotic, and that's what they tried to do again when they was resetting the world, but it didn't happen. The George Floyd didn't kick it off like that. It was a different type of perspective. Or at least we didn't do it in our own communities. Everybody went out and did it in the other communities, like the uppity community.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills, all them places out there, ramshacking and, snatching and grabbing and running and going to where they had to bring out, of course, a slight thing of martial law with the tanks and the military and the SWAT, to get stuff back in order, Out of chaos comes order. So they like to try to create a lot of chaos because there's other things happening that when we out there doing all that ignorant stuff, that we're not worried about what's
Are you
going on
there?
in the world and the
Oh.
government. Huh?
No, you cut off.
Yeah, I'm still here. What you say?
You
Oh,
cut
that
off.
probably them. You know how they do.
Yeah.
Well, certain words, allegedly. You gotta say allegedly. I forgot about that. Allegedly.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's all good. I mean, it is what it is.
You
Who is that?
smoking?
Yeah, some of that good. This is Atomic Dog. Woo!
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. But yeah, y'all tuned in live to Banging on Wax podcast. I need everybody at the sound of my voice right now to hit that bell notification. And also, while you're doing that bell notification, that's just to let you know when we go live again, because it's going to start happening on a frequent basis. This is 2022. We're turning up the volume on peace, love, and respect. And I need everybody to come in that got respect for themselves, that love themselves, and want to, see a better life and don't have to have a swivel neck. Oh, y'all know what that swivel neck stuff is. Yeah. Hit us up. Subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button. Share it with a friend because it's going down 2022. We turning up the volume on peace, love, and respect, y'all. Come on now. It's that time. We done been through enough of all of this. We got to start living for the future, not for right now. You know what I'm saying? For the kids that's gonna be
You
coming up
know,
after us. I'm listening.
growing up, becoming an adult, you always heard adults saying the cycle continues, and here it is, 28 years later, the cycle still continues. It's like learn from other people's mistakes.
Absolutely.
You got a lot of dead young men in and a lot of
And
young men
women,
in
and women.
jail and women. That is true. That unnecessarily that should be
Yes.
here over just over a lot of times it's the reasons are meaningless. They have no meaning, and I
And that's why
guarantee,
we saying, go ahead. They are meaningless. But that was saying that's why we saying you need to come with a respectolution. You see
yeah,
what I'm saying? So that it'll be a different way of you thinking about how you can make a better way for somebody else, not only yourself, but your family and people around you. You know what I'm saying? If you doing bad, they doing bad because they love you. So in other words, you got to change your whole mindset. Change your perception on the way things is and look into it from a more, how can I say it, business mindset, entrepreneurial mindset, a more, inspired mindset. It's some good movie writers out there. We need some new movies that tell the tale of greatness as opposed to tell of the tale of killing in the streets and the dope dealing. We had enough of those movies. We had enough. It's time for something new. And it's a lot of you out there. Like I say, you got to know that you're great. I'm going to let you know that you're great. You got to hear from somebody. Everybody got some greatness in them. All I say is start looking within self and start seeking out your greatness and change from your wicked ways and turn to righteousness. And everything gonna start working out, for the better. You know what I mean? God is always gonna look out for you. You know what I mean? If you continually doing things that's negative, that's going against the principles and the morals and the standards and the laws and attributes of God, you're gonna always fall short. And that's real. And that's why it's a lot of trials and tribulations going on right now that people can't figure out why all of this is happening. Well, yeah, you got to look at the lives of those brothers that's going through the things that's happening to them. Go back a year, 2 years, 3 years, and you will see. You know what I mean? That if it hasn't progressed into a change of growth, then guess what? It's gonna stay stagnant and it's gonna stay in a zone that's all about, hurt, all about the things that ain't gonna be conducive to prospering in life. Yeah, you can make money, it looks good. You got all the jewelry, you got all the cars, driving foreign whips, you got the foreign bras, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, but you don't get to seek and live out all of that. You only have it for a short period of time. Now, do you really want to be a rapper when you can be a business owner, own your business, leave family wealth back like that? Oh yeah, come on now. It's a better mindset. That's why I say we got to come up with real solutions that's gonna help. Yeah, they say give us something. No, your gift is in your greatness. Look within self and find that greatness within you. You good at something. That's a business. Whatever that good is, that's a business. Yes. We got to start thinking economically. You know what I'm saying?
and sometimes when you feel yourself about to cross that line, it's up to you. You got to ask yourself, is this worth me spending the rest of my life in jail or just walk away? Because a lot
Or
of
possibly losing your life and spending
yes,
it in a box for the rest of your life.
or somebody you love.
Or somebody you love, yeah. You know,
And
and then
if
it is a third thing because you do get brothers who live and get another opportunity, but they're not able to do all the things they get slowed down. You know what I'm saying, from being as how could I say it, violent as they probably would have been if maybe they hadn't got shot or put in the wheelchair and things of that nature. You know what I mean? And so those be the ones that see a different way. Some still stay in it. And I got homies, that shit that didn't stop them. You know what I mean? Still,
yeah,
still got it. But I mean, that's God. So those be the signs from God, showing them different individuals and brothers. Hey, look, I'm trying to give you a sign that I spared your life. I'm trying to give you, you know what I'm saying? You can be a community activist now at this point, or you could be a life coach, a speaker. You know what I'm saying? Someone who can talk to the youth. That's what we need more of. More young brothers who've been through something that can talk to the youth and let them know. You know what I'm saying? Because it's really like the blind leading the blind. You know what I mean? Brothers really don't have the full understanding of how this culture works, this gangbang thing working. So they living off what they may have heard in a record or seen on the TV from a movie. And so they live that out in real life, thinking that's the way it really supposed to go. And that's not how it is. Everything get amped up 10, times or more when it's in movies. You know what I'm saying? To make it feel real. How can I? You right? Am I right or wrong?
it most definitely right.
You know what I'm saying? So, then that's why when we look at social media, it's amped up 10, 20, 30, even maybe 100 times more. You know what I'm saying? Because what they seeing in the rap videos and on the movies and all that, they living it out right here in real time. And that's not the way it's supposed to be. So something got to change, you know? Something has to change. But that something has to change within each individual. Each one reach one to teach one to change within self. I can't say change and everybody gonna change. No, that ain't how it works. It took me some time to change. It's gonna take time. It ain't no overnight process, but if you begin to start doing it right now in 2022, we turning up the volume on peace, love, and respect. You could do it. Anybody could do it. You just got to seek out the greatness within yourself. And that's real. I ain't playing. I know. Because God showed me and he told me to let you know. I've been through it. I did it. I lived it. I'm living proof of it. And I just want everybody else to know that. So, yeah, we ain't going to hold y'all too much longer. You know what I'm saying? We just wanted to come on here and let y'all know it's almost that time of the year, this new year, that it would be the second day of the year. We already in the first day, and so we turning up the volume on peace, love, and respect. This is a Banging on Wax podcast. Y'all tune in, lock in, subscribe, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, and of course, all our tags is the same on all the platforms, so you can find us that way if you need to really holler out. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna be laying down some real positive, real time solutions that we can start, using, within our communities. Just about brothers that that's on this type of time, which is the God time, not the demon time, the God time. We can start connecting, working together, and making some things happen, for the better and for the future. And that's just how we gonna end this thing. You know what I'm saying? It was a pleasure, having this raw talk with you. Raw talk one. Um, um, didn't too many people chime in, but that's all right. There, here it is. And then just leave your New Year's Respectolution in the comments. You know what I'm saying? And we'll get back with some of those comments on the next Raw Talk. You know what I'm saying? Because we're gonna stay on this peace, love, and respect thing. Because we pushing the line of respect. Hashtag that. You understand me? Hashtag pushing the line of respect. And that's what we doing. That's what we gonna continue to do. That's what we did 28 years ago when we did the project. We was pushing the line of respect. I had respect for all those brothers on that panel. Had on the project. Uh, had love for them as well. Wasn't no ill feelings against none of those brothers because they never did nothing to me. You know what I'm saying? It's just the mystique and the mysteria that we live in this world that say we supposed to go against each other. I'm gonna leave y'all with one good thing, and we're gonna get on up out of here. You got any last words before I say this? What I'm about to say?
All I gotta say is come up with your own respect the resolution. Hit us up with it. Maybe we could combine some stuff together. Or maybe you could teach us something new. Maybe we could teach you something new, but we got to come together and stop all this violence, especially in the hip hop community. Music is supposed to bring people together, but there's so many people out here feuding, fighting, killing, leaving a lot of black kids without their parents, either their fathers or their mothers, and it needs to stop.
I just want to say this in closing. I am your host, along with my co-host, which is a whole host, her whole self, Miss C No Danny Girl. I'm Blue Rag, which stands for Brother Leaving Unity Everywhere. Respect as given. G. I need everybody out there at the sound of my voice, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, hit that bell notification, and then before you do anything else, make sure you share this with somebody that can use the information that we're putting out right now. Tell your big OG, your homie, hey, y'all need to go check them out over there because we need to bring everybody up who's about this real positive peace movement that we're gonna push in the next, few months going down. We need everybody to join on, come aboard. But what I wanted to say is that all gangs, all people, everybody across the world, we all God's children. We all God's children. And most of all, what I want to say to the two most notorious street elements of the streets, the gangs, the Crips, the Bloods. Killer two colors off the flag. All you leave is what? Leave it in the comments. I want to see what y'all gonna say. That's what it is. Peace, love, and respect. We up out of here. I'll holler
Much
at y'all
love.
on the next one. Peace.
Peace.